Hey, what's up? This channel is called The Dreaded Bane, and my name is, Dreaded Bane. I want to talk to you today about something that's bothered me since I watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged this morning. And what I want to talk about is missed opportunities. Now, I'm not talking about missed opportunities in your life. I'm not that deep. That's your battle. You go and do your show by yourself. That's above my pay grade. But basically, I want to talk about missed opportunities in fights. See, alright, so they had a joke in there about Vegeta and Piccolo never fighting. Now, at the time, it was pretty funny, and I thought, oh, yeah, that's pretty clever. They never fought. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, they've never fought, ever, like at all. And it got me thinking, like, how many other shows out there have you wanted two characters to, like, meet and have a one-on-one confrontation where they just didn't? And I did start doing that. I started thinking about other shows that just kind of like left stuff like out in the open and like dangled that carrot in front of you but didn't do anything with it. And one of the things that really stuck out to me was Naruto. Now, Naruto, not Shippuden, like the first half of the series. And not arguably, it's the best arc in the series. The best arc in the series, the Chunin exams, it had a carrot dangled out there about, Sasuke versus Neji. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, Sasuke has stomped Neji. Okay, hear me out. Now, when they first introduced Neji, they introduced him as, the genius from the previous year. And he was supposed to be the most badass son of a bitch you ever met. And actually, I was so hyped because he had like a cool, like his design was cool. I like the way his eyes would transform all the veins in and everything. I like the Byakugan. I'm sorry. If I had to choose, I probably would pick the Byakugan because I think it's just has a cooler aesthetic to it. I mean, the powers may not be as busted as the Sharingan, but they're pretty damn like broke. They're pretty damn broke. But anyway, they dangle this carrot in front of you about how he's a genius. He's a genius from the previous year. He has so much potential. He's a good rival for Sasuke. Yada 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 yada. And they do the whole Rock Lee angle. And everybody, and if you know me, you know that Rock Lee's my favorite character from that entire series, bar none. But the fact of the matter is, they introduced it and they never did anything with it. And the fact they never did anything with it kind of upset me. But mostly because that's a fight that I think everybody like wholeheartedly could agree they want to see. And not even like, when their powers got dumb, like stupid OP as hell. I want to talk about like Chunin exams. If you would have got a matchup where Sasuke had met Neji, they had a brawl at the finals for the Chunin exam. I think that would have been a great setup. Like you had Naruto fight Gaara and like, him doing something stupid and set him off and he just freaks out. And I get the angle they're going for, but the fact that they never touched on it ever again just really bothered me. And it's not just that. I went to another show I was thinking about, Bleach. Now this one isn't as like as hot as the other one is, because I really wanted to see it, and it's just probably my personal preference. But we understand that Grimmjow was still alive at the end of the series, right? And this is manga spoilers for what happened in the 1,000-Year Blood War or whatever. But Grimmjow was still alive, and we never got a Grimmjow Kenpachi fight. Like that's dumb. Like that's dumb, right? I can't be the only one that thinks that. Like they have so many similarities, and that fight would have been so dope. Like I don't know. I just think that would have been so cool. Like if you would have seen those two like go at it and like just see them like brawl it out, you can't tell me you wouldn't have been entertained. Like their fighting styles may not be a perfect one-on-one comparison. They personalities semi touch on the similar like details, whatever. But they kind of feel like they'd be a good matchup for one another. I just feel like it was a waste not to do that. But whatever. It didn't happen. It's whatever. But I still wanted to see it. And then you got a matchup like Piccolo versus Vegeta, which never happened the entire series. Like it never happened. Like the Saiyan Saga, you telling me Vegeta couldn't jump in and fight anybody but Goku? Like Vegeta got nothing to do with that entire saga until the very end. And what makes it even worse is that he was like Piccolo has so many interesting powers, and Vegeta's outright like determination, his genius, should be the deciding factor on that. But I just feel like we didn't even get it. Now they're like on opposite ends of the spectrum, and I think for the most part that it comes down to the power scaling and the power gap, where it comes like you have these characters who are relativistic to one another, like they're generally mostly in the same range, like Super Namekian, Super Saiyan, sort of like that. Two Tomo Sharingan versus Byakugan. Like they have a perfect standing, like a perfect like equality with the powers and like the matchup. But the authors who like write these stories, they waste the opportunity, and it just bugged me like to the point where I was just like, are you serious? Like you have a golden opportunity to make the most dope brawl of this series, like probably the best brawl ever, in my opinion. Because let's be real, like the rest of the series like for Naruto, some of the fights were good. Don't get me twisted. I love Deidara versus Sasuke. I love Sasuke versus Itachi. Naruto versus Pain. We can all agree, unless you don't have to agree with me, whatever. But I want to say this outright: that fight was garbage. I said it. It was garbage. It was long. It was boring, and like the whole time it was like, who can pin who to the ground and basically make him submit. And it ended in a damn talk no jutsu, which is the dumbest way to finish a fight. But whatever. I'm just getting mad about that. But like I said, they have gold in their hands and they don't use it, and it makes me all the more sadder that the fact that we as fans will never get those fights. And that's kind of the reason I like what I like about American comics. Like in American comics, you'll get the fights between heroes and like villains, and heroes switching villains and villains switching heroes, stuff like that. You'll get that in American comics. I don't feel like I get enough of that in Japanese manga or anything like that. It feels so like a missed opportunity, like a blind spot they saw it, but they didn't do anything about it. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the matter. And if you can, just leave a comment down below if you agree with me, if you disagree, if you just think you hate my voice or whatever. No big deal. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you probably next Tuesday. All right, bye.